All right, tell me about 38 years ago.
Well, about 38 years ago, I was invited to sit in and do some tracks for Eddie Watkins and Delbert Nelson with a band called Legacy. It was about 6 months before I joined a band called Brainstorm and toured with them for about 3.5 years. And came back to this studio, United Sound, to put some vocal tracks on the second album on a song called If You Ever Need to Cry, written by William Wooten, who's touring with the Dramatics these days.
Play a little bit of it.
Lift this up a little bit?
Play a little bit of it.
Play a little bit of it? Okay. Well, since the vocal part was basically done by Belita Woods, I'm going to be hard-pressed to do her part.
Now, what's your name?
Jerry Kent.
How long have you been playing, Jerry?
Well, I started playing piano in 1958, and I picked up the guitar in 1966, and made that pretty much my main instrument. I started working around town, played the Grandy Ballroom in 1968 when I was 17, opening up for the Iron Butterfly with the most terrible garage band you ever heard, but we were there, by golly, made 50 bucks, and it was quite an experience. Went on to tour through the South with a band called Nickels and Dimes. Came back to Detroit, played with some jazz cats, one guy in particular, Tom Powers, with Jimmy Hunter on drums. He's got a studio out in California now. Then I played with Orthea Barnes and Rhonda Palma for a period of time in Ferndale. After that, I joined a band called Brainstorm. In the meantime, I met Delbert Nelson and did some things with Legacy. Then after I left Brainstorm, I worked with a band called Nature. Then I went in and started picking up on some of my other trades and ended up in the building business for about 20 years. And just retired from a City of Detroit inspection position, and sort of back in the groove again. I did make a jazz CD in 2006, self-produced, called Tone Paintings.
Play some of the CD.
Okay. A tune called Cruising Attitude. It's all original material. Don't have a copy of it here. I should have brought some so I could sell it to some of these guys.
Is it on iTunes?
Not yet. No, it's I'm carrying it under my own little production company at the moment.
What's the name of it?
It's Tone Paintings by Kent's Way Overdue. And I picked up on some musicians around town, none of them which are here today. Greg Boyce, Treaty Womack, who with the Funk Brothers did some percussion for me on it. It's all original jazz instrumental stuff. But it was an opportunity for me to do and stretch out on things I wanted to do for a change instead of playing other people's music, which was kind of nice. Now I'd like to return and do other people's music and make some money.
All right.